Hello everyone, welcome back to Shabest online tutorial. In today's tutorial, we're going to learn how to integrate this function using use substitution. And the given function is what? X over root x plus 1. So we're going to integrate this function with respect to x. Using use substitution, the first thing we're going to do is to let u to be root x plus 1. So we're going to let u to be equal to what? Root of x plus 1. Now, the next thing we're going to do is to make x the subject of the formula. And before we can make x the subject of the formula from here, we're going to do something to get away with this square root. So we're going to square both sides of the equation. We square both the left and the right hand side of this equation, so that this square is going to cancel out this square root. Then we are going to make x the subject of the formula. So x now will be equal to, we have u square here, and when this positive 1 go to the other side, it's going to change to negative 1. So the next thing we're going to do is to differentiate both sides with respect to u. So derivative of x with respect to u is the x over du, which is the same as derivative of u squared with respect to u is the same as what? 2u. And derivative of negative 1 is constant, is going to be 0. Now the next thing is to make the x the subject of the formula. So the x now will be equal to, we cross multiply, is going to be what? 2u du. Now, in this our equation, anywhere we see x, we are going to replace it as what? U square minus 1. And anywhere we see dx, we replace as what? 2u du. So this is going to be equal to what? Integral of, in place of x here, we replace u square minus 1. Then all over square root of, in place of x here, we replace what? U square minus 1. Then plus 1 from the equation. Then in place of dx, we replace what? 2u du. Now the next thing we're going to do, this negative 1 and positive 1 is going to cancel. So we're going to left with what? Integral of u square minus 1 all over what? Square root of u to the power of 2, then multiply by 2u du. Now the next thing we're going to do, we know that square and square root, they are going to cancel. So this square is going to cancel this square root. It will remain only u. And this u is dividing this u. So this u also is going to cancel this u. So we take these two out because this 2 is constant. So we're going to take these 2 out. Then it will be integral of, we are left with what? U to power 2 minus 1, then du. So the next thing we're going to do is to integrate u square minus 1 with respect to u. And remember, in integration, we add 1 to the power, then we bring the whole power down. So this is going to be equal to 2, then we open bracket. Integral of u square with respect to u, we add 1 to the power. It's going to be what? U to the power of 2 plus 1 is 3, then all over the power, which is 3, then minus integral of 1 with respect to u is the same as u, then we close bracket, then plus integration constants. So the next thing we're going to do is to replace our u. Remember, we let u to be equal to root of x plus 1. So we let u to be equal to root of x plus 1. So we're going to replace u. So this is going to be equal to 2. Then in place of u to power 3 is going to be what? Root of x plus 1 raised to the power of 3. Then all over 3. Then minus, in place of u, we also replace root of x plus 1. Then close bracket, all in the bracket, then plus integration constant. So the next thing we're going to do is to use this 2 to open the bracket. It's going to be what? 2 multiplied by the whole of this is going to be what? 2 root of x plus 1 raised to the power of 3 over 3 minus 2 multiplied by this is going to give us 2 root x plus 1, then plus integration constant. So this is how to integrate this function with respect to x using use substitution. Thank you for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel.